Hello beautiful people, I hope everybody enjoyed the live stream today. But what are we gonna do in this episode? We definitely want to discuss a very weird decision coming from TOPWAR. But not just that, we have potentially some fantastic news coming towards us pretty soon. So that's exactly what we're gonna do in this episode. But before we start, we wanna give a massive shout out to Mr. Nas, but also to Mr. Joshi. So let's start by watching that video. So let's go. This is the new Navi Hero. Now hold it. We're gonna freeze it at one point right about and now. So here we go. The new name is LILIA, but what's far more important are those three signs under her name. So one is, of course, showing that this hero is a Navi hero. The middle one shows that this hero is a support hero, so has something in her skill design. But here is where I get my head scratchers, because the third sign represents an offense buffing hero for the Navy. Now let's jump back into the game in order for me to explain you a little bit more. Now I presume Rework game has indeed a plan, hopefully, why they are bringing this hero. But still, from my perspective, I don't quite understand this decision, and let me explain you why. Now we have Jester, which is absolutely fantastic and has a great synergy together with Crimson or with Zen. And on the other hand, we also have Stromoy, which has a great synergy with Meowzilla, also with Mapeline, if you've done that mistake and have a Mapeline at 5 stars with a level 5 exclusive skill. So from this perspective, players are presuming that LILIA is here to help a little bit more Meowzilla, which is also kind of indirectly will gonna help Mapeline, presumably. But from my perspective, this is not a great decision. Why am I saying this? Because we eventually get new players every single day. And from the Navy perspective, their main issue is, for example, the hero with the indestructible buff. Now here you have LILIA, for example, which is still great, and by the way, I'm still using her in my main setup for the Navy. But up this point, the alternatives are the following. Mr. Duke, which is no longer to be obtained in the future. Same goes for Mr. Striker, same goes also for Mr. Shinji, because these heroes are tied to collaboration events which Rework game won't be able to bring back in game. That's what we know right now. And when it comes down for this support hero, yes, we have Zen. Yes, we have Crimson, which is another great hero. But again, both these heroes are tied to a collaboration event. So from this perspective, what would have made far more sense would have been a hero with indestructible buff. So a very weird decision indeed. The only thing which I'm truly hoping right now is that Rework game has not forgot about the hero trial, which is a fantastic tool, and this time should be available to all players in order for you actually to test first this hero and to see indeed, is this a performance increase for my setup, yes or no? And of course, beautiful people, I will do videos on the new hero at 5 stars and level 5 exclusive skill. And also, as always on top, I'm gonna try my best to answer as many DMs as possible to help as many players in the following days. Good, that's the weird decision. Now let's come to the part in which we are talking about presumably fantastic news. And that's why I also mentioned Mr. Joshi and gave him a huge shout out, because here is a message from the VIP services from Rework game. And let's go briefly through this message because it's definitely super interesting. So I haven't heard any more specific plans on the next big event. I have only heard that the developers are optimizing the battlefield gameplay related to the Titan Canyon Legends, which is absolutely a fantastic idea. And not just that, it's also to be expected late in October, which by the way is not that far away from now. On top of this, on this very sensitive topic of the Ultimate Dominator event, actually, when UD was launched in the past, the developers also receive a lot of feedback from the players. The last time I heard the developers discuss this topic, which was, by the way, a long time ago, they also said that the gameplay design of the UD was not good enough and needed a lot of optimization. So I think it's basically no need to worry, because the team's view on the last Ultimate Dominator event is pretty similar to the players. Now this sounds like great news. I would still suggest you people, if you have 5 seconds of your time, to still go on the YouTube channel, on the poll, and again, make use of your vote. Let the developers know what event would you like to have now in November, because I know the vast majority of you people simply love Eternal Land a lot more than the Ultimate Dominator event. So take advantage of this poll right now, and let's hope for the best. Anyways, beautiful people, this is pretty much everything regarding this episode. As soon as the new hero is out, you can depend on me. I will definitely gonna evaluate the hero in order to hopefully help as many players as possible. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to support what supports you back, which is this channel and me personally since November 2022. Ciao, ciao, ciao. I'm gonna catch you in the next one.